Oh my god, you lost it. Important fiber.
No, this is blue, not green.
Oh my god.
And do Control H, or you can do view height. Control H with height.
Which one are you getting next? Number 4?
It's not gone. We can bring them back as we need.
Are any of these not plastic?
These are all things we isolated.
Bring them back.
Is there any way we could run what it looks like when it's not plastic? Like what is
You
it?
mean a piece of wood or something?
Yeah, or just like something that might throw us a curveball.
Sure.
And do you actually rub this part?
I don't think so.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
you do?
Yeah. Both parts needs to be clean.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. And give it dry wipe because otherwise it will leave some moisture on the crystal. And in case like you come back in 2 months and by any chance you forget or something like that, there are videos for these as well on our website, so you should be able to just go through the process.
Yeah, these are the setting tradition. Like you said, there's you've got it setting on some sort of sticky film or something like that. You don't have to clean that. Stickiness also really plastic. I mean, we don't know if there's
Sweet.
Yeah, it's attached
Alright,
to the
let's
plastic.
drum roll.
What is this? It's a interview. You can, how do you think, do the top? That
Yes.
wasn't touching.
That was not touching. So what if it is on like exactly?
Clean with alcohol or you come off.
So if it had touched the tape like this one at the bottom, always want to measure the top. Then if you have it clean, just turn it upside down and measure the top of it. Otherwise, yeah, there's a chance that there can be a little bit of sticky resin.
Interesting.
Like, that's an amazing.
Okay, so now, okay, in this, say yes. So with this spectrum, you see you have a couple of things that's going on. So you see the noise in this region is now quite a bit high. You have a big CO2 peaks showing up here. You have some moisture issues going on up here. So that means maybe it's time to do a background, right? So the next sample, wherever it's going to run the next sample, just run a background before you run the sample by itself. But in this case, because we have already run it, let's learn how to clean it up. Because we already did it and this was the only particle we had, so let's learn how to just clean this one up. There is some moisture, right? So go to your process, click on other corrections, and here click on atmospheric suppression. That's this button. Click OK. There you go. So now you look at the blue spectrum that was the one before, and now the red one. So you see your CO2 is completely gone, and this region tends to look way better, as well as this region has become way better, right? So this is how you will apply atmospheric correction after you have done your sample. Sometimes this is a necessary thing that you may have to do. And again, you can apply this, right now we are learning to do this one by one. So if you want to apply it to a whole map, or you want to apply it to 100 spectrum, you can just select all and then just apply it to all of them. You can do that as well.
And the asterisk indicates that it's a
That you
correction.
have modified. Great, awesome. So you see it did not modify the original file, it put a little star up here and it created a new file for you. So that means it hasn't overwritten on your raw data at all. Other corrections. Okay, so let's do a quick search and see what this is, right? Looks like a really nice spectrum. Ooh. Look at that, what's coming up. So click on it. So this can get a little confusing, so this is important. You see this very nicely. So this is saying Zane, right? Zane, or just a regular protein the spectrum. It be a protein spectrum? Maybe. But also look down, you have some other things showing up. So look at your polyamide as well. That is maybe a little bit lower down. Yes, click on it and overlay that. So the reason in this case, you see, it's very likely this is a polyamide, but what could be going on is your polyamide is surface contaminated.
Is what?
Surface contaminated, so you
Ah.
have contamination
Junk.
on top of your polyamide by itself. The reason if the polyamide is going down and your vein or pure protein is coming up is, look at these peaks. So the way this is looking, there is a good chance that this is just getting on top of it, that you have a really lot of gunk on it, so that's why it is probably getting hidden down. So this is one of those samples you definitely can clean up, or we can, when we take a break or so, we can leave some of these samples for cleanup with a little bit of solvent or so. Usually a lot of labs may use ethanol or IPA or methanol, something that would just easily dissolve and clean
You
up.
couldn't sweeten it up though, right? It was like, a few.
If it